up in the pain. Come from the home of the game, checking and cracking brains. Broadcasting live from the block is Lil Wayne.
Boy, you got that.
Then cook something for me.
Boy, you let them go.
Then bust something for me.
Boy, you ducking the law.
You better run from booty.
Boy, you playing with that bro.
Then want your front some booty.
Where I'm from, I don't need buzzed down. Dodging cops and burning blocks, so we be thugged down. It's time to shine, this body's on dubs out. But they got toilet setups and birds and what I got it. I got it, hood in the bug, buzzing like illegal. So that you get it hot, that on them people. Break up the block, get the cut by the corner store. And dump it, Miss Taylor back up. Crashing on the porch. It's the spot where killers murder on top, boy. It's the spot where they got nothing but some hot boys. We don't know what be going on, we so blended and free. All day, cause we both wanted to freeze. You will see when they get out, nobody be on the phone. See the morning with that song, she's flipping out on the phone. Better stay in your car and make sure your door's locked. Cause this ain't number one with the block.
Boy, you got that.
Then cook something for me.
Boy, you let them go.
Then bust something for me.
Boy, you ducking the law.
You better run from booty.
Boy, you playing with that bro.
Then want your front something booty.
Come the bars, keep this on the hush now.
I know you see me on the video.
True.
I know you heard me on the radio.
True.
But you still don't pay me no attention. Listening to what your girlfriends mention. He's a slut, he's a hoe, he's a freak. Got a different girl every day of the week. It's cool, not trying to put a rush on you. I had to let you know that I got a crush on you.
It looks short, won't you go get it back, let her lead through. I'll be undressed in the bra or see-through. While you count your dues, thinking I'ma cheat you. The only one thing I wanna do is freak you. Keep your stone set, I got my own baguettes. And I'll be doing things that you won't regret. Little Kim the queen bee, so you best take heed. Shall I proceed?
Yes, indeed.
I'ma throw shade if I can't get paid. Blow you up to your girl like the entrepreneur. You can slide on my ice like the escapade. And itchy yaya with the marmalade. Who me? Not you. Oh yes, who's he? I even take your man style, but I love your profile. Whisper in your ear, get you all shook up, but don't blush. Just keep this on the hush.
I know you see me on the video. I know you heard me on the radio. But you still don't pay me no attention. Listen to what your girlfriends mention. He's a slut, he's a hoe, he's a freak. Got a different girl every day of the week. It's cool, I'm trying to put a rush on you. I had to let you know that I got a crush.
I need a minute, give me a, not right now. Probably like, at 56, give me a, no, yeah, 56, give me a, instrumental.
Mississippi putting it down. I'm the hottest round. I told y'all mother, y'all can't stop me now. Listen to me now. I'm less than 20 rounds. And if you want me, then come on get me now. Since you with me now, then biggie bounce. I know you dig the way I switch my style. Holla, holla. People sing around. Now people gather round. Now people jump around. Get your freak on. 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 frustration, baby. You got to breathe, take a lot more than you to get rid of me. You see, I do what they can't do, I just do me. Ain't no stress when it comes to stage, get what you see. Meet me in the lab, pen and pad, don't believe. 16's mine, create my own lines. Love for my wordplay, that's hard to find.
There is a shortage of
With Fundrise, the same kind of real estate investments that have powered the...
We are here in Omaha, Nebraska this morning with Warren Buffett, the chairman and CEO. We are here in Omaha, Nebraska this morning.
I've been playing it all this time. Now it won't work.
We are here in Omaha, Nebraska this morning with Warren Buffett, the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. He's just released...
YouTube won't never let it be great. Alright, fuck it up.
We are here in Omaha, Nebraska this morning with Warren Buffett, the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. He's just released his 55th annual shareholder letter to the shareholders over this weekend, and this is actually the 13th year. We are here in Omaha, Nebraska this morning with Warren Buffett, the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. He's just released his 55th annual shareholder letter to...
That's my old bill, $972. My new one, $28
All day today.
full, $157 every 6 months. It's legit. Like, it's not how they do it. Like, they must be taking into account other discounts, like state discounts. I have to look into it, but like, it's amazing. I'm gonna put the link in the description. Click the link, check it out. Thank me later.
We are here in Omaha.
Who's coming?
We are here in Omaha, Nebraska this morning with Warren Buffett, the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. He's just released his 55th annual shareholder letter to...
You cool, keep that right there. I ain't trying to fight with these people. Yes, sir! You gonna switch it up? Nah. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you let that ride. I just gotta get to it. I gotta get to it. Hold on. I just passed. When I play it, then we just fight it out. Alright, hold on. Let me know you're ready.
Mr. President, Dr. Biden, Madam Vice President, Mr. Emhoff, Americans, and the world. When day comes, we ask ourselves, where can we find light in this never-ending shade? The loss we carry, a sea we must wade. We've braved the belly of the beast. We've learned that quiet isn't always peace, and the norms and notions of what just isn't always just is. And yet the dawn is ours before we knew it. Somehow we do it. Somehow we've weathered and witnessed a nation that isn't broken, but simply unfinished. We, the successors of a country and a time where a skinny black girl descended from slaves and raised by a single mother can dream of becoming president, only to find herself reciting for one. And yes, we are far from polished, far from pristine, but that doesn't mean we are striving to form a union that is perfect. We are striving to forge our union with purpose, to compose a country committed to all cultures, colors, characters, and conditions of man. And so we lift our gazes not to what stands between us, but what stands before us. We close the divide because we know to put our future first, we must first put our differences aside. We lay down our arms so we can reach out our arms to one another. We seek harm to none and harmony for all. Let the globe, if nothing else, say this is true. That even as we grieved, we grew. That even as we hurt, we hoped. That even as we tired, we tried. That we'll forever be tied together, victorious. Not because we will never again know defeat, but because we will never again sow division. Scripture tells us to envision that everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall make them afraid. If we're to live up to our own time, then victory won't lie in the blade, but in all the bridges we've made. That is the promised glade, the hill we climb, if only we dare it, because being American is more than a pride we inherit. It's the past we step into and how we repair it. We've seen a force that would shatter our nation rather than share it, would destroy our country if it meant delaying democracy. And this effort very nearly succeeded. But while democracy can be periodically delayed, it can never be permanently. For while we have our eyes on the future, history has its eyes on us. This is the era of just redemption. We fear that in its inception, we did not feel prepared to be the heirs of such a terrifying hour, but within it we found the power to author a new chapter, to offer hope and laughter to ourselves. So, while once we asked, how could we possibly prevail over catastrophe? Now we assert, how could catastrophe possibly prevail over us? We will not march back to what was, but move to what shall be, a country that is bruised but whole, benevolent but bold, fierce and free. We will not be turned around or interrupted by intimidation, because we know our inaction and inertia will be the inheritance of the next generation. Our blunders become their burdens, but one thing is certain. If we merge mercy with might and might with right, then love becomes our legacy and change our children's birthright. So let us leave behind a country better than the one we were left. With every breath from our bronze-pounded chest, we will raise this wounded world into a wondrous one. We will rise from the gold-limbed hills of the west. We will rise from the wind-swept northeast, where our forefathers first realized revolution. We will rise from the lake-rimmed cities of the Midwestern states. We will rise from the sun-baked south. We will rebuild reconcile and recover in every known nook of our nation, in every corner called our country. Our people, diverse and beautiful, will emerge battered and beautiful. When day comes, we step out of the shade of flame and unafraid. The new dawn blooms as we free it. For there is always light if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it.
I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. 'Cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. I go to the movie and I go downtown. Somebody keep telling me don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Then I go.
It's official. 1, 2, 3.
We're here for a particular reason.
Time to put the kids to bed.
And that reason is...
It's time for the full 180.
Yes, it is time for the full 180. I'm glad you tuned in. Man, look, we had to give shouts out to the young lady who did the poem today. I hope you had a good time with that. The inauguration, it's Wednesday. It's the inauguration show, man. Look, hope you had a good time watching it. We have a black woman in office. Let me say that slow. A black woman in office. Who would have thunk it? Man, I'm just, look, I told him today I didn't have no plans, but I got some chucks. And, I'm always shouting out my sorority sister. Miss Kamala Harris, thank you for having the courage and sticking your neck out there. And we're going to bless you. We're going to ride with you for the next 4 years, and hopefully you will make a change. You know, it's a song, say Sam Cooke says you'll make a change is going to definitely come. Look, man, if you just now tuned in, we had to switch it up just for the night. And then change. You all give my shouts out to my boy. More music, more radio is always the home for us, man. Look, catch my boy, Mr. CEO, Mr. Malik on the Mike Music Show with K-Flow. We just switched it up for the night because, you know, today is Wednesday and the whole thing of Biden getting in office just didn't know, and I believe in safety before I believe in anything else. So I had to keep my people safe. So we're back home like where it all started. When I tell you this is crazy because I haven't put this together in a long time. If you just see me early today, it would be like, oh my God, I done forgot. So, man, yeah. Earlier you listened to the sounds of none other than my big brother. They call him DJ Legend. Check him out on all the social media sites. Appreciate you, bro. He helps me with all the background information as well as the production of the show. So, without any further ado, you know how we gotta do. Gotta get into it before we start anything else. Look at him. So look, we got some of the crew here, but not all the crew, man. Look, L. Boogie, KC Estelle, and of course my main man, Pastor Pretty Ridges in the building. Now ain't further ado, man, we gotta get into the church announcements. Cover yourselves accordingly. Sister Pastor Rob Casey Steele.
Hello, saints, ain'ts, and others. We are coming to you with the full 180 church announcements. We are still promoting our sponsorship. The pricing is a weekly package of $50, 60 seconds ad for 4 times a day, 20-minute spotlight on your business and organization, and a guest appearance on 2 shows. And we also have the monthly package, which is $150. It is a 60-second ad played 4 times a day, 2 20-minute spotlights of your business and organization, and a guest appearance on 2 shows as well. And then we have our private investors. Now, to get all the information from us, you will email us at the full 180convo@gmail.com, and details will be discussed at that time. We also have on the 14th a live show that the full 180 cast will be a part of, so we are super excited about that. It is again on the 14th, and it is anywhere between, it is between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. Again, it is a live show. You will get good music by the Ions, and you will get great conversation from the full 180 cast. On the 13th, our very own Gregory Harrington, aka DJ Tricky, will be he'll be DJing on the 13th. Can you let us know where it's going to be, DJ Tricky?
It's going to be at the 5, right there on Lamar, next to the Southside Apartments. We get to hang out with the 5. Hello, Miss Faith, Miss Jasmine. We are doing it big. Mr. Christopher Sachs Mitchell will be in the building, of course, and me on the 1s and 2s. We're going to have dinner, candlelight dancing. You know me, I like to create the atmosphere when we walk in the room. So it's going to be very, very nice. Go on Facebook. You can check the Eventbrite. My homeboy, Mr. Antoine White. Of course, my other brother, Mr. Jermaine Hurst, DFW Associate Elite, and YBE are putting it on with the 5. We kick off at 7, go to 12. We'll holler until 13.
And we are sponsored today by none other than our very own Chef Lisa L. Boogie. Thank you so much. Look, y'all, if y'all want some good food, some good cake, some good everything, please hit her up at Elite Treat. And Lisa, can you give them the information and the email to look you up in the IG?
You can email me at treatselite2019@gmail.com. You can send me all your information, what your event, what type of events you're having, date and time, and what you're looking to, your vision. We are open from 10 to 6, Monday through Friday. and just send me your information, and we get back with you within 24 hours.
So everybody, that is your full 180 church announcements. So please govern yourselves
accordingly. Look, man, we appreciate you, man. You know the first lady was underneath the wealth. So she was. She had a big bronchitis. Somebody explain what a bit looked like, and then we can work that out.
She had a bit.
But before we go any further, man, I do got to give a shout out to my girl, my newfound friend. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Michelle. She said made accepted and approved by the king. Look, that sweatshirt that KC has on, she sent it to her. So if you need one, holler at KC. She gonna get you all the information so you can get you a sweatshirt. Because I know I want 2 or 3. I want to be accepted by the king. So make sure I get in. Get in. All right, man. Look, without any further ado, we're gonna jump into the topic. Look, we thought we'd have a little fun today. What y'all think? Had a little fun today?
Little fun.
You know what I'm saying? We got a black woman got to the office. My brother Biden's in the building. So we gonna have fun today. We don't put you on tears, nothing like that. So look, this is what we're talking about. We know the pandemic is going on. You get 50% here, 50% here. I know reservations are probably going out the wazoo. I got a Slim Thick, appreciate you. She sent me a text message today. Somebody having a Valentine dinner and charging $600.
Yes, baby.
In the pandemic, bro.
You saved up on gas and
saved up on
lunch money.
Since you ain't been doing nothing since
say it again.
That's a Convo, man.
Get $600, but I don't know about those $600.
Yeah.
Hey.
$600.
I can come up with something. Don't you knock us caterers, honey. You hear me?
I better be getting a massage.
Something. We better get a free trip to Cancun. Something. Hey, look, but you know now you got to understand when it comes to Slim Thick. Now she's very bougie. Mm-hmm. So when she found it, I was like, "Yep, this is you." But it was very interesting for me to see that, which made me geared to this topic. So we wanted to talk about creative ways to make your Valentine's Day or your date more you. Put them in the mood, doing little, things we used to do, we cannot do, or, this not open, that's not open. So I asked the cast to come up along with me to come up with a piece, 4 things, creative ways in order to set the mood for a date or for your Valentine's Day that's coming up. Now, these are the disclaimers. Disclaimer is I asked them not to Google it. So you have to be creative. Use your brain. Let's think about something to do. And I also said, now, one thing you cannot say, don't say, well, I'm going to wrap myself in a bow, because he done had that at least several times already.
Depends on how he had
that's
it.
Old. Can we get something new? I need a gift.
And she had it too.
I agree with you. I ain't trying to wrap it up no more. You already know what it look like. Look, let's get it.
Why y'all put them little Christmas bowls on the tip?
I ain't put that look.
Coming up with that little Christmas bowl on the tip if you want to.
Yeah,
you know how you just stick it on there? Uncle Charles, that tip.
Well, I don't want
bowl and tip.
Tip and bow.
Tip and bow.
Tippy toe bow.
Jaggalang.
The shenanigans are already started. And of course, shout out to our girl, Miss Bree. She has something to come up. She's not here, but family is always family. So we're gonna sit in for her absence today. So let's get to it. We want to come up with creative ways, creative things that you can do, whether you're at home, whether it's something you can do outside, if the weather permit. Whether if you want to make something. We got Lisa here. Lisa gonna tell y'all something y'all can cook that consists of you not just boiling water.
And not just making steak.
Cause some of y'all can't.
I'm tired of seeing them steak, baked potatoes, and salads. Make it one more time.
I just like if you come here with this.
Please do not post y'all steak and baked potato and salad with y'all Kool-Aid this Valentine's Day. I don't want to see no more steak with the little 4-inch shrimp on there. Them salad shrimps on top.
Gonna put the steak in there. Put the steak on the plate like you done cooked it and bought it from Texas Roadhouse.
No, they didn't. They cooked them little steaks with them little shrimp. And that baked potato with that foil on it. Do not put the foil on the baked potato. It drives me crazy because I want to ask for your address so bad. Pro bono.
And they'll sprinkle the cheddar cheese on the broccoli.
They tell me it's a full load of baked potato. This ain't loaded.
With them imitation bacon bits. Y'all killing me softly. But anyway, I'm not knocking you, but we will talk about some things that you can cook.
Yes, we will. So let's get into it. So who wants to start first? What's your first creative way?
Well, I thought of something that I thought would be really cute with you and your significant other, whether it's for Valentine's Day or just being creative through the pandemic, especially for those that really can't think of anything to do, and that's on the Food Network. You and your significant other pick a meal and, someone that's, reputable on the Food Network, and you guys cook a meal together. Mm-hmm. No phones, no TV, some music, some candles lit, and you just enjoy yourself. Light some candles when it's time to sit down. Set the atmosphere for you and your boo to do what y'all do. So that's one for me.
All right, so we're going to come to the census. What y'all think about that?
No, that's dope. We can kind of sit, like you said, watch the Food Network and kind of figure out, what to cook and see if it's something that I can make.
And not steak.
If it's a corn on the cob, how long do I need to keep it in there? If it's going to be too rough, it's going to make my teeth fall out, with some mashed potatoes and some, whatever it's going to be on the Food Network.
So we got dinner.
No, I'm just saying. I don't bite into something.
It might work at the end of the night, though.
Teeth might come out.
Man, y'all being nice. Nah, that ain't it. We've been sitting and watching the Food Network all year long. We been watching the Food Network, Ready to Love, Put a Ring on It. Look, we done watched all these shows.
I haven't watched the Food Network.
Well, I'm sorry, you ain't been watching it because that means you ain't been in no kitchen either.
I have been.
Oh, okay. Which one?
I was raised well.
You mean Cracker Barrel Kitchen?
Whataburger.
Hey, you know, we need to get Whataburger to sponsor us.
Y'all can stop at KFC and get the 5-piece with the potatoes on the side. It's all about presentation. You know, don't put it on the paper plate. Go to your mama house and get that good china cabinet with the dust on it. Bring it home, wash it, put that stuff on there, and make it look nice. You know, let me tell you something. It's all about presentation, and that's seriously. You can turn your ordinary meal into something really, really nice and romantic. I mean, even if it's baked chicken and the mashed potatoes or whatever, it's just about you guys getting in the kitchen, cooking and talking and putting it together and creating something that's nice. If I had my most romantic night, I think mine would just be sitting out on the patio at night, talking, drinking some wine, listening to some old school, not that rap music to make you want to kill somebody. And I mean, and just going over some things that we don't have time to talk about during the day, and just do us with the blanket, maybe do a fire with some s'mores, you know, and do some s'mores and just do something out of the ordinary. And
but ain't they putting you to work? Man, I gotta light the fire.
But you gotta go cook the dinner. You gotta you gotta go wash it. You gotta do all that anyway. You gotta prepare either way you go. My thing is do something that you don't normally do.
Well, look, shoot, man, mess around, do it on the patio.
That's good.
See, we was gonna do 6 hours. Look, he ready. He ain't gonna eat nothing first.
That's when you get hungry after.
Yeah. Smoking like a true Whataburger.
Take the air mattress outside, or take the air mattress outside, put it in the backyard, set up your laptop, watch a movie, do something that's not consistent with the house, where you can't hear the kids wake up, you can't, just get out of the house. Because if you're in the house, you're thinking about laundry, you're thinking about his shoes over there in the corner, his briefcase, he picked the stuff up, he's looking at you like you gonna want to put that bonnet on. Like, just go outside.
Look good in your pants. Anyway, pretty Pastor Rich.
All right, here we go. So I had to think of something that was like real creative, right? So let's say you send your boo out to 7-Eleven and say, go and pick me up a bag of ice. I just need a bag of ice.
Come on, ice.
I just need a bag of ice. So, but then what I'm actually going to have, I've already laid out some Oreo cookies. What I'm doing with these Oreo cookies is laying a trail of Oreo cookies. So here's the thing. Here's the trick on the Oreo cookies. Now, okay, well, hold on. Look, how my girl say, stay with me, I'm going somewhere. Look, come on. So stay with me, I'm going somewhere. So with these Oreo cookies, so I'm taking out the cream, I'm taking out the filling out of all the cookies, and I'm just leaving the shells. So when you come see me, I will have all the cream on me. Come on. I will have all the cream on me. Tell your neighbor. No, look. That's just one of the options. So, but in this trail, you're going to run into a bottle of wine. In this trail, you're going to run off into some music. In this trail, you're going to run into a meal. So by the time you come to me, that's going to be dessert. With cream, all the cream fillings. Crispy cream on the chish. The chish.
So, all right. So what say we? Do we like that?
I like that. It's creative.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Kim McKenzie. She said fried crab, grits, and shrimp. Girl, look, what's up? I'm gonna come to your house tonight. You know that tonight?
So he's starting early.
Hello, M. Daly. And of course, hello to our friend, our homie. Yada say Whataburger. Yeah, I know. I already know. I know who you deal with. All right, Caesar. Let me know. What's your romantic date, bro? How you set the mood?
We already know.
Hold on. He already said go to the patio. He ain't cooking nothing. Cut to the chase.
Whataburger and patio.
But you can get a favorite candy. A lot of women like candy, they like chocolate. Some like Mike and Ike's.
Wow.
You know.
Talk about it.
Slow music going. Like Lisa said, you can have a conversation, cut your phone off, no disturbance.
None. No Facebook.
And
no
just
nothing.
enjoy each other.
That's it.
Give each other massages. Everybody want a massage. You can take a bath together and scrub each other down.
Say, look at her.
You know?
Boy.
So
I did the backyard thing. That backyard thing was pretty cool. Now we had some little baby on it.
Oh Lord.
You's nasty.
Don't call me nasty, baby. Don't hate me.
I'm not for the play with you. Boy, you know what? You just so damn.
I mean, when it's the stars, it's quiet outside, it's dark. You got the mattress, you got the baby on, you got your music, you got your movie, whatever you want to do, and just have fun. Like everybody's so crampy. Who wants to have sex in the bed all the time? Do something different.
Those who ain't had it would like to have it.
You hear me? Sorry now.
that bad thing works too though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I think you just got to get in tune with your person, with your partner, and know what they like. The simplest things can mean the biggest things to somebody.
Of course.
Like I said, if somebody gonna get your favorite candy, that means you listen to me or you noticing me. Cause it ain't something you do every day is go buy me some Mike and Ike's. You know.
True. That's true. We don't think about
You know
Mike and Ike's all the time. Just like candy. Look. All right. What's this? He said help that one. Look, Tom about to play. Hey, look, if you just tuned in, look, this is what we're doing. We thought we had a little fun today. We want to discuss some creative ways that she can help you out in dating to set the mood. Or, hey, it's Valentine's Day around the corner. What you going to do a little creative? You know, it's the pandemic. She might not want to go nowhere. She might have a phobia of being outside, this and that. So, now let me set this mood for you.
Oh Lord, DJ
I feel the hatred. I just feel hatred every time I talk.
DJ Trick.
Okay, so look. So this is what you can do. Set the mood. So, what I would do is I'll see what I do. I want to catch you off guard. I don't want you to think anything coming off the top. So I would wait till do it when you get off work, right? Once you get off work, if you beat her home, go and have a little something cooked, whatnot. Let her eat there. Y'all sit down, eat, talk thing. She go in there and watch TV. Go in the back room and get that tub. Because it's the pandemic. Some of these toes ain't been scrubbed right. Go in there, get you that soft scrub, that little filer. You know, you can get that heel. And the heel get a little ashy sometimes. And then you go in there like, I like what y'all said, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna go get you your favorite cake. Go eat your cake while I scrub these feet. And while you talking, I'm gonna cut on a little music and I'm just gonna hear all you hear is like, when I get through with your feet, baby, this is what I need you to do. Go in that room, put on your red dress, and slip on them high heels, and some of that sweet perfume. It sure looks good on you. Girl, you are so fine. I can't believe you're mine. And what am I gonna do? We gonna close this door and I'm gonna make love to you, girl. That's how you that's a chat set. Hey, look, boy, after that, boy, you can get some penitentiary. I'm gonna tell you what that is. I'm talking about whole left side hurt. Whole left side. Now look, we want y'all to be involved. Y'all that are listening, we want you to give us how would you set the mood? It's the pandemic. What are you thinking? What are you thinking about? What would you do? How would you set the mood? How are you in fine tune with your significant other or your spouse? All right, somebody got enough?
How about taking a drive?
Okay.
How about getting in the car, taking 820? Well, we live in Fort Worth, but taking the loop.
You know, that take you a good, 45 minutes to an hour if you drive the speed.
You know, they say they got it's a 8, well, I was told, it's a 820 loop that's shaped like a...
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Like, that's about to my Tuesday. I be thinking I want to do that. Oh, is
the
it?
coolest
Okay.
conversations can be in the car.
Oh, okay.
Music and stop and get ice cream on the way.
That's a good thing. Why do you like ice cream so much?
I don't know, like ice cream is like, I don't know, like that's like personal and it's so like you buy me ice cream, like a scoop of ice cream.
A scoop of ice cream? Scoop. So hold on, let me ask you this.
I don't even care where it's from, just a scoop of ice cream.
Go to Bahama Bucks.
Bahama Bucks.
Snow cone.
Yep.
So let me ask you, I get you some ice cream and let's say your stomach a little bubbly. You gonna get it? You gonna get out the car? Cause look, you gonna go let me have it.
Cause we lactose. We can't even walk down the aisle and be like,
You got about 15 minutes to find a spot to pull up.
I wanna know if you gonna pick today to let me hear you. You know. What you mean? Why y'all so scared to do that in front of us?
I don't know. If my stomach bubbling, it just what it is. I just scream. I know what to eat.
That needs to be a topic for real.
I know what to eat and what not to eat before sex.
Y'all need to prepare. If you know you're going to have some ice cream, get you some Beano.
Get you some Beano. But stop somewhere. Stop somewhere along the way and get out the car and walk and talk or do your thing, you know. I mean, I know we all done did it in the park or something before back in the day. Go ahead and do your thing. And then go home.
Come on, party love.
Well, anyway, we got to go to break. Before I get all into my business again. So, while we are on break, you guys, y'all go ahead and think of something that you guys would do for your significant others. Put it in the comments so we can discuss it. We'll see y'all in a few.
Yeah. Well, because not at the same time.
Yeah, it's not playing.
We sell crack to a our own out the back of our homes. We smell the musk of the dusk and the crack of the dawn. We go through episodes too, like Attack of the Clones. What till we break a back and you hear the crack of the bone. To get by, just to get by, just to get by, just to get by. We commute to computer, spirits stay mute while your ego spread rumors. We survivalists turn to consumers. Just to get by, just to get by, just to get by, just to get by. You ask me why some people gotta live in the trailer, cause like a sailor, I paint a picture with the pen like Norman Mailer. Me and Weller raised 3 daughters all by herself with no help. I think about the struggle and I find the strength in myself. These words melt in my mouth, they hot like the jail cell in the south. Before my nigga Core bailed me out. To get by, just to get by, just to get by, just to get by. We do or die like best stars. See the red sky out the window of the red eye. Let the lead flies. G-rap shit, living the lead die. Boy, I woke up feeling brand new. I jumped up feeling my highs and my lows and my soul and my goals. Just to stop smoking and stop drinking. But I've been thinking that my reasons just to get by, just to get by, just to get by, just to get by. Just to get by, just to get by, just to get by. Just to get by, just to get by. We keep it gangsta, safe for shizzle for sheezy and stay crunk. It's easy to pull a breezy, smoke trees.
Hey, Billy.
Trump is gone. 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 I don't need no other words to this song. But Trump is gone. Trump is gone. Oh, yes, he is. Trump is gone. 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 I don't need no other words to this song. But Trump is gone. Trump is gone. One more thing I want to tell you. Come on, y'all. It's gone.
Chance is gone.
Yes, chance is gone.
Chance is gone.
Chance is gone.
Chance is gone.
Chance is gone. Sanction. This song. Go on now. Chance is gone. Chance is gone.
Don't tease me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Chance is gone. Chance is gone. Cause Trump is gone. Look here, repeat after us.
Now we'll have our announcement. I bring you greetings from the White House.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tell Paula White Trump is gone. Right? Tell Bob Johnson. Oh, Trump is gone. Somebody tell Kanye.
Trump is gone.
Oh, that Trump is gone. Tell Diamond and Silk. That Trump is gone. Yes, he is. Tell Ben Carson. Trump is gone. Let's go. Come on.
Trump is gone.
Watch your boy stop.
Trump is gone.
Yes, he is.
Trump is gone. Oh my Lord. Trump is gone. Trump is gone. Oh my Lord. Trump is gone. Trump is gone.
Be out of there.
Trump is gone. Trump is gone. Yeah. Trump is gone. Trump is gone. He's gone. Trump is gone. He's gone. Trump is gone. Trump is gone.
Trump is gone. Trump is gone. Trump is gone.
Is that one? Say
Trump is gone. Trump is
Get your
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to the full 180. We had to bring y'all in with our quart Cinco tit. I don't know if that's a thing, but we got a CS tit. So we want to thank y'all for tuning back in. Hey, we talking about romantic times in this pandemic, y'all. Like, you know, what can we do to create a better time with your significant other, with your spouse, with your boyfriend, with your side piece, whatever you got going on? You know, what can you do? Because, I mean, you know, you spending time on the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th, just depending on what kind of person that you're dealing with.
Or your side.
So, but, hold on. But since we're talking about the 14th,
yes, sir.
This better be your main street. I ain't talking about Elm and Commerce. I'm talking about Maine.
However, sometimes your other get replaced by your main, or your main get replaced by your other because she ain't acting right.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
You might hit them with that Euro step and step through.
So let's see here. Let's see. So a couple people said, Mr. McKenzie said, not so sad. Come on, you came home?
Yeah.
I left home. Hey.
Left home.
Yes, I did.
To be with my side keys.
Some of y'all left home for y'all maintenance.
It was still on the 15th. I left home.
To be with my side keys. Oh boy, now that's something that's there. Look, boy, you right on point. You are related to me. You are related to me. Look, I'm gonna read some of the comments. Let y'all go ahead, man. So let's see. That says I love Mike and Ike's. Yeah, okay.
Too much.
You can do a jigsaw puzzle, sexy snacks, sexy music, drinking, conversation. I don't think I want to do no puzzle.
Why? Yeah. That's part of the conversation. Especially the little kitty cat one. The little kitty cat.
How many pieces to the puzzle?
I mean, we only gonna have a 50 piece. It takes 50 pieces to put that kitty cat
together.
I mean,
it's gonna be a 10 piece.
It's symbolic. It's symbolic. Kitty cat, symbolic.
Hey, Michelle, Miss Matt. She said, transform a room in your house to a love room.
Oh, I like.
Set with appetizers and sweets. Ready whipped. Okay. All right. Sometimes we done did that before. What we gonna do new?
Elite treats will come and set your house. I am on this week. I can't have live.
That's it. Place your orders today.
817-656-65.
Throw that plug in. Go ahead then.
So what are some other creative ways that we could do this?
Well, what about? I was just sitting there thinking, what about working out? Like what if we do some couple workouts where? You know,
the video thing.
We can do push-ups, we can do, sit-ups, we can do chin-ups, we can,
What's in my leg?
Okay, hold on.
And see, once it builds up, it kind of burns some type of sensational, theoretically pheromones in your body.
Well, let's be absolutely clear. We're not going all the way naked because I got the girdle some stuff down. So we at least got to have a waist train on.
So that's a good question. Do y'all got the Valentine's Day girdle ready? Do y'all got it ready?
Wow.
The Valentine's Day.
Baby, what? I got a whole corset.
Just stayed there.
Baby, that corset is all ready to move to the top of the pants. It's on top of the jersey.
I want to fight all them clothes.
You ain't got to fight it. It unties in the back. Just like you do your shoes.
What it do again?
And anymore.
And then I got the one at the front. You ain't listen enough.
Yeah.
All right. No.
Hey, but that's a good idea. I like the look.
Yeah, work it out.
Video we be watching.
Yeah, the video.
But my whole thing is that now if you come I just don't want to that could be flip on you though. You know what I'm saying? You like, well, baby, look out to the gym. What you trying to say? So like, I
think if you set it up right, like with some notes, like with some maybe some sticky notes somewhere, and saying, "Hey, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna sweat. It's all in the presentation yet again."
Okay, but I do dig that though.
Yeah, working out.
Yeah, I do dig that.
You win.
All right, ladies.
I might write that down right now.
Yeah. Put your Nikes on.
Cause that's what y'all doing.
Your trucks.
Come on,
First lady.
sister, first lady. First lady, I know, cause you know in the Bible say the bed is on the fire. Come on, tell us something, first lady.
Oh yeah, govern yourself. Well,
come on, first lady. What would you do something romantic for Pastor? What's a little something you did romantic for Pastor?
No, sir. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that.
Come on, Pastor.
I mean, because if it came on Saturday, he was up in that pulpit Sunday. Prayer, wasn't he?
Saints. They trying to get me to go to jail. Saints, pray.
We just asking the question.
What does the pastor and first lady come up with romantic?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
I mean,
because you know, so for some reason we put them on some type of pedestal like they can't have a life.
Regular stuff, like
Just like us.
Pastors and first ladies get down like everybody else.
Y'all go to sex stores too?
They get down. No.
Or do y'all order online?
They get down.
Y'all order on Adam and Eve?
Like everybody else.
Come on, let it talk. Come on.
They get down.
Okay,
they do everything everybody else do.
Really?
Absolutely. I can't say all of them, but most of them.
Ain't no missionary going on.
It's they get down. Y'all trying to get me in trouble.
So first lady really be on her knees praying.
Praying, speaking in tongues.
In the mighty name.
Hey, Shanta.
Pay my tithes. Hey, but I mean, we being funny, but that's very interesting because you know we put them on a pedestal, right? You know what I'm saying? They have to like travel these careful roads or whatever, whatnot. So that's interesting to know that they still get down like that. Yeah,
absolutely.
Y'all get down like the rest of the church folk.
Oh, absolutely.
That we want to talk about. We can't.
Pastors and first
ladies. We can't shack. That's funky. Yeah, okay. That's how you had the first one. But anyway,
let's be clear.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm very interested to that.
They're human too. They do everything everybody else does. Because they people.
Okay.
If they get turned down, trust me, I just sent a few texts, but.
Why he up in the
pulpit?
The Lord said.
And in conclusion,
let me wrap this on up.
Yeah, I have a meeting tomorrow.
No prayer requests at this time.
At the end of that, first lady, can you meet me in the office, please? We need to go over this.
Oh man! So we were talking about, you just tuned in. Look, we were talking about creative ways, having a little fun, trying to think of creative ways that could help you. Maybe set the mood. Valentine's Day around the corner, or say you might just met your boo and you want to set up a date because restaurants are not open like that. With that being said, because I know some of us brothers need some help in this kitchen. Well, not me, but Lisa, what's the little? Oh, girl, I can cook TK from scratch. So don't play with me. Yeah, I do this for real. Geraldine walked up. Yes, she does.
Have y'all ever done a living room picnic?
Oh, okay.
That was gonna be my one.
Yeah, living
room picnic.
Move out the furniture.
That'd be nice, right?
Yeah.
And you on the floor, and you set up a nice little picnic wherever you want. And like Lisa said, it goes back to just being engaged with the person you with. Y'all having y'all time.
Right.
And it's about talking and
something else I would love to lay in my woman's lap and listen to her read. I think that is so sexy, bro. That is so sexy.
Read to me.
Read to me.
Green eggs and ham.
Look.
Yes, I am.
Call me Tony.
And that's another thing y'all can do too, like role play and make food fun. When you go in the kitchen, don't be so uptight and thinking you know it all. And it's really hard for me sometimes, especially if we're having date night and we're cooking. When I first met my husband, we that was one of the things that we did. We were always, our date night was going into the kitchen. You know, we made the chorizo boards. We did we did wine. We always found a new wine to bring.
Cool.
You know, and it didn't have to be anything specific, expensive. And let me say this, don't break the bank for one day. You know,
Right.
Don't do that. And I joke and play about the steak and the baked potato. All I'm saying is take the foil off the potato. Y'all, please don't do that this year. But anyway, going back to my thing. If men want to go in the kitchen and cook, do something simple. You know, do the fruit and cheese and the crackers and the jams. You know, and do something creative that Google is your best friend. I tell any couple that when they come to me for cooking classes. There are so many talented chefs out there that have so many YouTube
Man, you're right.
videos. Turn it on. You know, they're old, but be engaged. It opens up conversation. It opens up dialogue. You will be amazed at how many couples have been together for so long and their taste buds has changed. You started cooking that same meal that you thought was his favorite meal or her favorite meal, and they beyond that. But every time you bring that potato out there, they like, say it again. So, do something. What you would pay somebody to do it, because it's the sentiment behind it. It may be the worst food in the world, but because you made it, it's going to taste so good to my soul. And it's about feeding your soul. And all jokes aside about the whole sexual thing, everything does not have to be about sex on Valentine's. Sometimes just hold us. And like Greg said, read a book. Talk about some plans that you have. Book a vacation at night.
Do a vision board.
That's good. I like that.
There's so many things. And do a vision board that's going to be about you guys. Right. Not your own personal self, but something that you want to work towards. Because again, this is February. You still have 10 months. We want to be here by this time next year, and that's really important for you to have that time. The flowers and the candy. I tell guys all the time, the flowers are cute for the office. I get it. Some people want those flowers so their friends can go, "Oh, he's so sweet," but they die. That vision board, that meal that you cook. I'm calling my girlfriend and telling her, man, this food in there. He tried to make da-da-da, and, it was horrible, y'all. But it was good,
So let me ask you this. So with the situation, setting up these moods, two-part question, does it set up a time for you to does it create a space so you can be very naked about your emotions and how you feel?
Food does that. Food feeds, and what I have that in my bio. Food feeds the soul. Like if we're eating, if you notice when you're eating, you talk more, you laugh more, And they always say if people love your food, it's quiet in the room. I don't want it to be quiet. Right. I don't like quietness. If food is supposed to bring that nakedness, as you say, out. And I think that's the time for you to feed your mate, for your mate to feed you. That's the time for you to, you can do so much romance can happen in the kitchen. It's very intimate and personal.
Like that. I hope y'all paying attention. Man, you don't need to buy nothing this year.
You don't need to buy nothing. Don't do the whole lingerie thing. Don't do the candles. Don't do any of that stuff.
Please don't.
Don't do that. Just be you. If your dude like to wear his wife beater and his jogging pants, have that out waiting on him when he get home, and say, hey, we're just gonna have a relaxing evening. I'm all about relaxation, and I'm all about the moment. Like those things mean so much to me. When you go out and you spend all this money, $100 on a bouquet and $50 on candy, and you done went and bought the new Air Max, whatever it is. You bring that stuff gets put up, but what's up in here? Man. You could be riding. Have you ever been riding down the street and you be like, dang. You done went back 2 months ago. Right. When he done touched you a certain way. Or when he done leaned over. I remember one day I was at work and I was like, man. And so he was like, what? I said, baby, let me tell you.
Just a touch. Just a touch. That's now 10 things. Touch a touch.
We've had so much chaos in 2020, and 2021 started out bad too. Let's make it simple this year.
That's why I thought this would be fun. Some people might not know. Like, so now, fellas, y'all jump in with me now. I was gonna bring this up. Now she said, "Yeah, I wish Do y'all really know? Men really don't care about y'all lingerie. I mean, it's cute.
I found that out.
It's cute. Don't get me wrong. Now, see, I don't want to sound wrong because now I will go on and say, you women put a lot of effort in like doing your hair and keeping your feet
and I
up.
heal
And sometimes we don't necessarily give you your credit, so I'm gonna apologize for the remainder of them. And say, hey, we do appreciate when you go above and beyond to look good for us. However, this lingerie that you done spent $30.
No, baby, go up.
That's a
go up.
30
for
a bra and some drawers.
The bra was 30.
Okay, but what we doing? I mean, in the bra ain't hold you still sagging. I'm just trying to say what you doing. I'm just saying what you doing.
Well, because I think it's Valentine's Day has come sexualized. I mean, think about it. The first thing you think of when you think about Valentine's Day is what?
Getting some.
So what do? We go get our hair done. We go get that corset and some stilettos. And I'm gonna tell you, you said a good thing, Greg. I found out because I did. I spent the whole day preparing. My girls helped me. I got tied in and boosted up and everything. That fool came in. He was like, "Okay." 5 minutes, all that stuff's on the floor. I was hotter than some grease.
You might as well just come to the door with your robe on.
Well, see, we don't think that because we've been programmed to say this is what we need to do, and I think guys are way more simpler than we are, and we don't look at it that way. And I think you guys think we want all that other stuff. Like, I'm not the flower chick. I ain't the candy. I ain't the rose petals and candles. I guess because I do it for a living. I really love it when it's simple because I feel like you doing this for me. You know, you doing it for me and not what you saw on TV.
That's true. Because some ideas do come from TV.
Some TV,
and just know me. I'm simple. A lot of people don't think I am, but I really am. It don't take a lot for me to be like, oh, like there's things that have happened and it has stuck in my head where I was just like, I think about it all the time, and it was maybe small for him, but absolutely huge for me, and I was like, oh, I like it.
All right, new
All right. But it is simple. Now there are some women out there, because again, you got to know who you're with. Some women have never had a guy to show them a spontaneous Valentine's. They never had flowers. They've never had candy. Get to know who you're dealing with.
Right.
And once you know who you're dealing with, then you can say, okay, a big gesture works for her.
Right.
Or something simple works for her. But get to know your chick. Find out. She may not never had it, so she wants it.
You know, even if something simple, just, you know, come here, let me just wash your hair.
Love.
Baby, scratch that scalp.
Come in and put some of that good old conditioner. You know, that
blue magic.
grease the scalp, comb it for a hot comb. Press it through.
You ain't pressing my hair. You're taking it too far. You're taking it too far.
Trust me.
Wash and dry.
Look, come on here and let me do your hair real quick.
You can do whatever you want to do to this head. These eyes gonna be cocked and shot like a pistol. You hear me? I'm gonna be almost.
I'm glad you said that, because it used to be so funny sitting at work and looking at ladies around the room, and this 12 o'clock and they ain't got no rose. I'm just like,
and they pissed.
But see, this is my thing.
But it's all for show.
And that's all it is. You got man, see what he bought me. But my whole thing is, if he ain't bought you no roses but one day, and that's the day. If today's the only day, February 14th.
That he get the $19.99 roses on.
That I didn't put
from Walgreens
into a date. I don't get it. It's just like, why do you make a big scale? Now I do like my homeboy Chad. He always says the day, but he always celebrates the day before. He call it that's called Black Love Day. I was like, oh, that's interesting. That's what him and his girl, you know, that's how they do Valentine's Day. They don't do Valentine's Day. But I just always wonder, this is like, what if I didn't love you 364 days, what make this day different?
Well, I'm gonna say I'm a flower girl, but I'm a flower girl every day. Like, I buy my own self flowers
I'm a
and
flower
put it
girl,
on
buy the
face.
kind I like.
Yeah, because I don't care about no
Bring me
roses.
no red roses. I like pink.
And let me give y'all a secret. Y'all
fans.
talking about flowers. It's some dudes that like flowers too.
I was just about
It
to say
is.
that. So men, it seems like it's so much emphasis on men. What are you gonna do for your?
Right.
What about women? What are you gonna do for your guy?
man.
Like, what if you know him and you know what he like? What are you gonna do? I just think it's so unfair most times that the emphasis is put on the woman.
The woman.
And she gonna get dressed up, she gonna do this, she gonna do that, and then there's the expectation of gotta be this, it gotta be that, she gotta have this, she gotta have that. But there are guys out there that are equally as romantic as we are.
And I love to
them.
romance my
Like I know
man.
what to do with them, but there's some men, there's some women that think it's all about them. Good ladies, America.
It's not all about
Here's
you.
the camera right here. Hook your man up this year as well.
Public announcement.
Say this. Hook them up throughout the day. I mean, throughout the year. I mean, I'm that romantic chick. Like I'm on. You gonna walk in, kids gonna be to bed. We gonna have just some time to ourselves. I mean, that means they have so much weight on their shoulders and so many expectations from them, especially birthdays and anniversaries and Valentine's Day. At least have some time during the day, sometime during the year that's for them.
So yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that alone time, that me time. And then my thing is, brother, if you started on the 14th, pick a day. Just pick a day during the week. You gonna set out time for you and yours. No phone calls, no business, man. Just scoot them to the left, and let's go out. Let's go do something. Like I did this one thing a long time ago. I think it was spring break, and we didn't necessarily go nowhere. But for the whole week, we picked a restaurant, and we went to the restaurant. And we ate at the restaurant. I mean, we went to Long John Silver, Waterbury. It wasn't nothing. And my thing is, I had the best
Stuff you take for granted.
Yeah. I had the best time spending $20 than versus going somewhere and spending $150. Absolutely. I don't need all this.
Let me tell you, Albert, and when we first started dating, I'm going to go back to my ex-husband. When we first started dating, we couldn't afford anything. We would always go to Brahms, get the number one, split it in half, and eat it. We couldn't afford nothing. So you know what he did me one day for Valentine's? The fool pulled me up in Brahms. I never forget that. We shared a number one.
That's dope.
Now let me tell you something. He got it.
I know he did.
Before we could get home good.
All that Mike.
I mean, because you know what you did? You thought of something that meant something to us.
Yeah.
It wasn't just about me.
I did.
It wasn't just about him. It was about us.
I did that. Yeah, that's what. I mean, that's to me. That's what you gotta think of it. Even if you're married, you've been married for a while.
You gotta
out. So this is me. My thing is, I always said I would pursue a woman, but I would never chase you.
That's right.
I'm going to chase my wife. This is why. Because when you get into the business of marriage and you start having kids, you know what I'm saying?
The hustle and bustle.
The hustle and bustle things, and some things you don't do like you used to do when you first got her. However, I'm going to chase you, so you'll understand. I always remember. Even though we paying this bill, little Susie got practice, he got practice, we going to game. You got a business deal, got to go over here. But I'm still trying to do something small just to let you know, hey, I remember how I got you, man. I remember how I got you. I ain't
And that's
forgot.
what that moment said.
Yeah, basically, I remember how I got you.
All right, y'all. We're going to go take a quick break real quick, pay these bills. So we appreciate y'all for listening. Thank you for tuning in to the Full 180. Woo-hoo.
You can have whatever you want from me. Just give me your loyalty. I treat you like royalty. Crowns and diamonds for my queen. Yeah, I give you everything. You can have anything. Money don't mean a thing. The world's all yours and it's on me. See, I like it when you let me spoil you. Don't fight it, baby, cause you know one like me, I just adore you. Yeah. Ain't too good to tell you that I love you. I know a good thing when I see it, and trust me when I tell you that I see you clear. Yeah. I know we don't argue, take the high road. You know if I tell you I don't lie, no. Falsetto in a bedroom, that's a high note. You can have whatever you want from me. Just give me your loyalty. I queen. Yeah, I give you everything. You can have anything. Money don't mean a thing. The world's all yours and it's on me. The world is all yours, it's all yours, it's all yours and it's on me. The world is all yours, it's all yours, it's all yours and it's on me. Pockets run deep like the blue sea. Ain't no limit on the paper with the faces you ain't spent yet. Hashtag get the jet set. Black and gold, Aphrodite, you my empress. Ain't tryna impress nobody but you. Let's be honest, baby, we the who's who. I got your case, they ever try to play you. We can both make headline news. They ain't never seen me run with no crew. I just copped a new coupe, that's only room for two. With you, it's a win when I can't lose. You can have whatever you want from me. Baby, yeah. Just give me your loyalty, I treat you like royalty. Crowns and diamonds for my queen. Yeah, I give you everything. I give you everything. Yeah. You can have anything. Money don't mean a thing. The world's all yours and it's on me. The world is all yours, it's all yours, it's all yours and it's on me. The world is all yours, it's all yours, it's all yours and it's on me.
Yes, we're back. The full 180 Convo, man. Look, if you just tuned in, we are talking about, look, we're trying to think of something. We thought we had a little fun today. Think of some creative ways to, set the mood. It's in the pandemic. Some restaurants are not open. You got 50% here, 75% here, man. You just never know. So, you got to be creative in this time. Think about what's missing, what's not missing, what can happen, what ain't happening. So we just talking about it, man, and talking about some, let's say, some myths that some people think dudes really like. Oh, your woman really don't like that, bro. But you keep doing it. I don't know why. So Yetta says everybody hasn't had the candles, flowers, and dinner, or even celebrated. So and then Kim says, that's right, sis, no flowers or teddy bears. So you don't like teddy bears? What if I get you a Build-A-Bear?
Because then we got to sit there and look at that bird that says 2021 on it all year.
I ain't put no date on it.
Most of them Valentine birds have date on them.
That's doing too much. Okay, so what's another way a brother could set the mood, or a sister could set the mood for the upcoming, hey, this is our first date, or hey, Valentine's Day around the corner, or if you married, you've been married about 10 years, you vested. So what's new? What you gonna do new this year? But what's something new he can do, or she can do? What y'all think?
Go back to when you first started. Go back to your nappy roots.
Your nappy roots.
I said nappy.
Oh, nappy roots. Okay.
I mean, go back to when it first started. Talk about your first date.
But what if we first started wasn't good?
I mean, there had to be some good moments for y'all to be married 20 years.
I agree. I
just think a lot of people don't spend enough time together anymore. I think the pandemic has gotten to the point where it's forced people to have to be together. But it's still that, what do we do, like you said? Like, I don't think enough people dance with each other enough.
Yes.
Let's move the furniture. Let's
dance. Too busy twerking in seats.
I know. Let's go. Let's just rock back and forth and hold each other.
That's it.
Lay my head
the most romantic thing for me, to do is stand behind me and hold me. Like, that is so endearing. Like, just hold me from behind and dance with me. Like, you ain't got to look at me. You ain't got to do nothing. I mean, it is just the most romantic thing in the world. And I think men don't realize that we're simple creatures. We all are really simple, but society has made us that crazy one. I think it was, I don't know what celebrity it was the other day. They were talking, and she was saying when we first got in the pandemic, her and her husband was so used to being gone. That first month, they was cooking together, they were watching movies together, they were dancing together, they was writing each other little love notes. Now it's like, when you going to work? But you gotta realize you're in the house with somebody all day long. Sometimes you gotta stop and you gotta think to yourself, that's my man, that's my boo, and he gotta be like, that's my baby. And you gotta remind yourself that even though you're not leaving the house to miss me, you need to go in another room and find out how to miss me.
So let me ask you a question. You said something about missing these little endearing things. What is it would y'all want to lay up under a brother's armpit?
My Lord, to that.
Bro, what I was like,
it's like a baby being in the baby want to be in your bosom. That's like y'all bosom.
Yeah.
That's like where all your eggs come from.
No, because that armpit thing is a lot for me. Like that armpit, it's safety for me. It's protection.
I guess that's what it is. It's safe. I've heard that before. I've heard that before.
Covered.
Yeah.
I feel everything. Like
I feel
I'm in it. Yeah,
baby,
it's all that.
Something about that armpit, baby.
So with that being said, let me tell y'all something. There's a couple things we like too. Sitting there laying in the bed, watch TV. Let me lay on that stomach. Let me lay on all that stomach. I want to see the stomach.
I just lay on your booty. Put my head on your booty like, oh, yes.
Let me lay on your stomach.
Cover yourself.
Accordingly.
You just rub your booty while I lay down and I'm sleeping.
Lord have mercy.
I can see that though, but
Do you feel like you got the whole world?
You sleep and you just holding on to it, just rub. Women like that though. Women like get that beauty while they sleep.
My insecurity is my good area. If you grab my stomach, nigga, you gonna get a
Wait a minute. Jab action.
I like that.
Pulling the shirt.
What you pull your shirt down for?
You grab that stomach. I'm allowed to get up.
Hey, you just kiss the stomach.
And let me tell you, men out here, some women don't mind you having a belly. That's playground.
Yes, baby.
I will cuddle all up.
I done told you.
Okay. All right. Wait a minute.
I have told you women, don't sleep on these big boys. I was a sleeper once before. Don't sleep on these
What they say? You got blessed.
Ain't nothing wrong with the Amen. Ain't nothing wrong with the one pack. The two pack, the two on the top and the four just lay.
Yeah, just lay there.
Some men think that women are looking for that whole tall, muscular.
First of all, you can't be finer than me. Let's start there.
Okay,
you can't be finer than me.
Let's just tell the truth. Now have time. You put that big brother in the room with, let's say a basketball player. You know that big brother not gonna get chose.
In America.
Let me tell y'all, I used to be the non-chosen one.
Let Tiffany finish.
Tiffany's gonna choose the big guy.
Big guy.
Let's be all the way clear.
Well, look, man, you know what time it is. Look, now, y'all done heard it. We done gave you some ideas. I hope you got them. But, hey, now we got to give you this real word. The word of the day with none other than Pastor Prettiest Richard.
So I got to put the glasses on today. Those specs.
Oh, no.
So last time, we talked about, trusting the trainer. So the part 2 of that is basically saying, what if I told you how much weight to lift? Would you press it? Sometimes you just gotta just get under the bar and wait on his instructions. That's a good trainer. So when we look at trusting the trainer, we also make sure we have to trust the transition. So you have to trust the transition that the trainer brought you out of. So we have to understand that the enemy will always attack you at your point of transition. At your point of transition. So we have to look at, here goes the story. So it is when you reach back is when you get stuck. Is when you reach back is when you get stuck. So a lot of times we need to reach forward and grab hold onto what God has for us. So when you look at reaching back, you gotta go to the word of Genesis 19:26. So I'm actually gonna come to a scripture with you today.
Yes, sir.
When his wife looked back, when his wife looked back, she didn't trust the transition because they already had brought them out to a place of deliverance. And when she looked back, she looked back, she went back, and she turned to the pillar of salt. So when you look at, sometimes your future can't fit because you're too full of your past. Your future can't fit because you're too full of your past.
Say amen, say ouch.
Say ouch. So a new story can't be born because you're still holding on to the same old stuff. So when you look at old saying that said you can't put new wine into old wine skins because the bag will burst.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That is my word for the day.
That's good, brother.
Is that one?
Is that, yeah.
Let that be one.
Is anyone need press today?
Ouch.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what that is? Look, bro, and I hope, even though we having fun today and y'all like, I really hope you was paying attention to some things. Then plus what he just said, it's so many of us who still, I don't understand when some people think love is a science. It's not a science.
Nope.
It's just meeting somebody where they are, getting out of your normal and getting into y'all's normal. Quit trying to make this like it's physics. It's not. I don't think it is. I think it's simple. But, you know, like Lauren Hill say, it can all be so simple, but we would rather make it hard. Boy, look. Now, look, that's why I said you can't say no and say ouch. Come on,
ouch. I told you. He told me this earlier today. I said, I said, you're going to have to loop that thing because there's something to say.
We got plenty of time.
So, yeah.
Man. Okay, but look, I don't know what to say. I love ending with him. He just put me speeches. I ain't gonna lie.
He always made me cry. He gotta stop making me cry, so I'm gonna start making him pay for my lashes. I just got my lashes done.
Right. Thank you, EJ. So yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, we're gonna go after that. I ain't got nothing else to say. Let's go and get into the last word. Miss Lisa, well, I want to get to the last word, Miss Lisa, first, so she can give us something unique to do for Valentine's on our next date with this food, because you know it's all about elite treats.
It is. And yeah, just don't do the app. Don't do the norm. Don't. I mean, go get some seafood. Go get. You know what? Go get something that you wouldn't normally eat. You know, you can fix that $400 plate or that $600 plate. You can do that yourself for $100. Go get something exotic. Go cook some, you know, most people don't eat snapper. Go get you some red snapper. Go get you some octopus. Go get you some bass. Go get you some halibut. Go get you some salmon. Go get something that you would only order if you went to a restaurant and cook it. If it turns out bad, it turns out bad. Because again, you're feeding your soul and your soulmate.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I like it. I love red snapper too. I'm a seafood eater all day.
Right. I mean, you know, you go to fancy restaurants and you have the shrimp with the head on it. Go get the shrimp with the head on and cook it at home. I mean, it's just so many things that we could do for ourselves that is so endearing. I mean, the whole point of the Valentine's Day is to show the person that you love them more than they realize you love them. Not that you just love them. So don't be average on that day.
Love it. I love it. She always bring it to the table. KC Mac, made, accepted, and approved by the king. Let me know some. What up, Michelle?
Indeed. Michelle, I am wearing your creation. Thank you so much for sending it to me, guys. She is making t-shirts and sweatshirts, and she has other things coming. So her name is Michelle Hawkins. She is in Kansas City. Please look her up. She's doing big and great things. To my Kansas City family, everybody that's tuned in, I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. A special shout out to Coach. She know who he is. Thank you for being a sponsor for the show. I truly appreciate it. To the cast, thank you. Reggie, dude, look. What you said really hit home for me today. That's why I said ouch. But thank you to all the cast. Again, Bree, we missed you. Hope all is well with you, darling. And keep your hands up again, and God bless, and let's keep moving onward and upward.
Pretty Rich, you got something else for us, brother?
No, that's about it.
Caesar Leo.
Hey, everybody. I want to thank everybody for listening tonight. Hope y'all learned something. I learned a little something. Again, rubbing on that booty and laying on it. I'm telling you. But again, thank everybody for listening again. Keep God first. Good night. And when we out tonight, I'm going to play one song so everybody can listen to it when we get out of here.
Got you, brother. Of course, you know, he is the Def Jam president of the crew. Yeah, man, look. Hey, we had fun today. I told him, man, let's do something relaxing. You know, once again, the inauguration. once again, congratulations to Sorrow, Vice President Kamala Harris, and Mr. President, I'm going to say it now, Mr. President Joe Biden. Hey, man, we thank you for being forerunners and standing, having the faith and the courage to stand out and try to represent this country in its normal or any type of fashion that you can get it back to normal. I just believe this is the time. I say the running is one thing, but now it's the support that we do while they're in office is what's going to amount to whatever. So, but yeah, man, I hope you have fun with the topic. You know what I'm saying? I hope we gave you some creative ways to, spice up your relationship. Is your relationship a little dull? You really don't spend a lot of time together. The conversation is whack, or you sometimes you waking up now like, why am I here? Hey man, look, you gotta do something different. Sometimes it ain't your mate. Sometimes it's you. Sometimes you gotta get out of you to do something different. Get out of you and get into them. That's what it's called, intimate, into me. Look, man, I live by two mantras. Faith and fear cannot dwell in the same place. And while you on this side till you get to the other side, always remember to love, live, laugh. And like last time, I didn't do it correctly, and I want to do it this time. Mr. Moss, thank you, sir. I will be in Kansas City soon to come holler at you. Man, look, until we see you next Monday, make sure you check in on our Facebook page, our Instagram, our email us if you have a topic that you want us to talk about. Look, we want you to be a part of the show. Don't feel no type of way, or just because we're up here talking, we want you to be a part of the show. So get in on the comments, and I promise you we got something coming up next month where you're going to be able to call in, and now you can be a part of the show. Now we can hear your voice, and they can hear your voice on the radio too. Like I say, I'm always trying to, in my mind, and people tell you, man, you do too much. But I was told by my spiritual advisor, Mr. Dwayne Pugh, every year you always reach for a new higher of excellence. Lord. So that's what I try to do with the show. That's what I want the cast to do, to always reach for that new higher excellence. I'm going to get out here and get off this mic so somebody can do this thing. Once again, we thank you. Thank you for joining. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page, The Full 180 Convo, Monday and Wednesday from 9 to 10, right here. More music, more radio. We out of here. Let's go, Caesar.
I don't need words, you don't need to say it. Go with the feeling, and I'll do the same. Oh, that's how this works. I put you first. You're twisting your turns. I wanna learn. When I'm lost, you give me order. Pull me back and push me forward. Take me in and hold me. Hold me closer, I'll follow you up and over. You control me fast and slow. When you move, I move. I'm caught in your groove. Yeah, I'm gonna stay right next to you. Wherever you're going, I'm going to.
If you ever hurt, then I'm gonna bleed. But I'll pick you up and put you back on your feet. Oh, that's how this works. I put you first. Yeah, I do for you what you want me to. 'Cause when I'm lost, you give me order. Pull me back and push me forward. Take me in and hold me. Hold me closer, I'll follow you up and over. You control me fast and slow. When you move, I move. I'm caught in your groove. Yeah, I'm gonna stay next to you. Wherever you're going, I'm going to. I can't believe that I found someone like you. Oh, someone who needs that somebody like I do. Oh, I can't believe that I found someone like